Hello and welcome to the Jomres new property introduction video. Here we'll run through creating a new property and configuring some basic settings such as uploading images, configuring tariffs and publishing the property. The first thing we need to do is log in as our property manager user, which if you've been following other videos we will know the username is Jomres. Okay, so let's do that first. Log in. And you'll see your main Jomres page now changes from search results through to an actual desktop. Okay, let's add a new property. There are a couple of steps to adding a property. The first one is defining its general location and its property type, and the property management process. The property type is generally about finding the correct language context, and the property management process is basically, is it a Jintor type property, is it a rental property, or is it a real estate type property which has no booking functionality whatsoever. Okay, we're going to put some basic details here in this property address. Okay, we're not going to put a legitimate address in there because it's just test data for playing around. Don't bother with the fax number, it hardly ever gets used nowadays, but it's there in case you need it. Okay, the email address is handy because that's where your booking confirmation emails will be sent to. Now the latitude and longitude will be set automatically if you use a proper address that Google can render. If you can't, then you can still drag and drop the pointer. You'll see me faffing about a little bit now while I try to figure out where to put the pointer. In the end I dumped it somewhere near Felixstowe. Okay, next we will select a handful of property features. These are created in the administrator area. They're known as either property features or business features. And we'll put some rubbish information in here. You only need to fill in all the fields above this one and the property description page. The rest are generally optional, and we'll just skip over adding them because we don't want to. Save time. Okay, let's create our new property. On this page you'll see a handful of warnings. Basically we use this as a kind of sanity check to remind you that you need to do something. So we'll start off now by putting some prices in. This is the normal tariff editing mode, okay, where we select the number of beds, the price, the number of people per resource. So for example, a double bedroom would only normally hold 2 people, but you can have a maximum number in the booking. Say if you want parties of up to 4 or 6 or something like that. Okay, we're just playing around here at the moment. Just put some information in. Oh look, 8 in twins, 4 poster bed, 200 a night, 2 people, but there we go, nice romantic. How's that? And as you can see now, the tariff warning has gone. The normal tariff editing mode is excellent for setting prices for the next 10 years if you want a nice simple way of doing things. Well, what you can do is go to the property configuration page and change the tariff editing mode to micromanage. Once you've done that, okay, the tariffs that you were created in the background with the 2 and the 4 and the 6 and all the rest of this will be removed. However, the rooms that you created, that was the column on the left, will remain. Now, what you can do now is create a new tariff. Let's have a look at the 4-poster bid that we had before. We could have, for example, a 4-poster weekend rate. Okay, would help if I could spell. Right. What we're going to do is we're going to change the. We're not going to bother adding a description. We're going to put the maximum days to 2. Maximum number of people to 2. Okay. I'm going to say that this is a weekend only. Weekends are configured in the property configuration. We're going to say that the check-in day is on the Friday. Ignore the minimum rooms already selected and maximum rooms already selected setting. Unless you know what it's for, don't change it. And we're going to say, first of all, that for this tariff, Tuesdays, notice how when we click Tuesdays it changes down below. Wednesdays, Thursdays, Sunday and Monday will be 0. And then we'll set a price then for Friday and Saturday nights. Okay, you can also use the date range as well. Okay, quick scan, boom boom boom, looks good, and we'll save that. Okay, we'll make a quick test booking now just to see what it looks like in the booking form. Alright, this isn't exactly perfect because it's accepting 1 day, so let's go and we'll put in 2 days there. Change the number of rooms again. Okay, let's confirm that that's working. So what we'll do is we'll nip back now and make a quick change. I'm logged in as a property manager. As a result, I get this override accommodation total and deposit total. Normal users, guests, can't see that option or use it. But before we do, we'll just have a quick look at the room configuration page. When you use the normal tariff editing mode, you can't edit the rooms. Once you've changed to advanced or micromanage, you can. Okay, let's go back to these tariffs. What we're going to do here is we're going to use the set minimum days feature now, which is that drop down you just saw. I'm going to change Friday to Saturday, we don't need Sunday, to 2 days. And as you can see in the test booking, now once we've changed it to 2 days instead of 1 day, you can't choose the next day, but if you change it now to 2 days, you can. Okay. Right, back to the rooms. As you can see here, these were all the rooms that were created when we were using the normal tariff editing mode. Let's just tweak one of these rooms, shall we? Let's give it a new name. And number. As a property manager, you can create what's known as room features. Room features can be individually assigned to a room when you edit the rooms, and images can be uploaded through the media manager. These are useful because they can be used in the booking engine to filter out the available rooms. Let's have a look at the media center. Okay, I'll just add a few images. These are a few copyright-free images off the web. What we'll do is we're going to upload these as slideshow images. Nothing there at the moment, so we'll click upload all, and there we are. Of course, it's a lot quicker here. You can also upload images for individual rooms, as you can see here. There's the 4-post bedroom. I don't actually have a copyright-free image for that, but we'll just find something here. There we go, that'll do. Right. Now, on the property configuration page, there's a number of things that you can do, including change the tariff configuration mode. What you also can do, as a super property manager, is change to extended configuration, which will give you a lot more options. Here we're going to change the rooms list style in the booking form from room types to classic. Once you've done that, those individual images that you uploaded for rooms will now appear in the booking form. Have a look. As you can see, the sanity check warning is telling us that the property isn't published. What we can also do is we can have a look at the property list. These are the sample properties that have been added. And we'll just go through a couple of the pages. Last page. There we go. And there you can see test hotels not published. We can click the button above or click publish here. There we go. Published. Normally you wouldn't want to publish a property until after you'd configured it, but this is just for demonstration purposes. Now let's add a few more tariffs for the other room types. We can add a new tariff for the same 4-poster property, and this tariff, what we can do is we can make it a maximum of certain number of days, certain minimum number of days, party size again. It can be a tariff for exactly the same room type, so you can actually layer tariffs over each other, which is very, very handy. Now we'll create a tariff for the double bed. We're not going to create tariffs for all the different room types, this is just for demonstration purposes. So as you can see, Jomres gives you a considerable amount of control on how you configure your pricing. Okay, finally we can preview how the property looks to your site visitor by clicking on the preview button. Go to properties and preview. Alright, as you've seen, we've skipped a few bits and pieces out, but here, for example, are your slideshow images, which is either automatic or you can change it to manual. There are the various room types, and these are the property features, and the map. Okay, I hope this has helped. Bye now.